Alright, well, had a nice long session about last Sunday URL. Let's see if I got another long one for this one. Loose Spirits by Sportster. Cleanse a haunted house by fighting ghostly spirits and closing all the rifts on each floor. Spirits start out only partially manifested, denoted by lowercase letters. In this form, they are rather harmless, and you can even switch places with them by moving into them. But every turn they remain within line of sight, they will gain closer to fully manifesting. Once fully manifested, denoted by uppercase letters, they will gain troublesome abilities specific to their spirit type. If you do enough harm to a spirit by damaging it with your spells, then you'll temporarily banish it, but it will eventually respawn at an open rift. You can close a rift denoted by the tilde by moving into it. You can power your spells by drawing upon the house's echoes of otherworldly energy, but doing so is not without risks. Once used, the echoes you collect will fade and disappear over time, and using them to cast spells will make this happen faster. Each echo is tainted by the house's corruption and contains unknown curses which will hurt or hinder you when you're using them. Specifically, each collected echo has two random curses. The first curse scales with the cost of the spell, but will only trigger if you hit at least one spirit. The second curse has an echo-specific chance of triggering per spirit hit, so effectively scales with the number of spirits hit. The game tracks how often on hit effect triggered, but the exact chance of triggering is hidden. You'll generally want to identify what curses Echo has before risking using it with more powerful spells. Along the way, you'll also find some single-use magic spells denoted by question mark, which might help you out with emergency. Good luck, Ghost Hunter. Status conditions. There's two status conditions which can be inflicted by curses or spirits. They can't directly kill you, but they can place you close to death. So bleed causes harm equal to bleed amount when moving. Bleed is reduced by half when resting. Pain temporarily reduces current pain. Pain is fully removed at the end of a turn if no fully manifested flayed ghosts are visible. Cannot reduce health below 1. Controls, arrow keys, or like V keys or WSD. So they basically have cardinal directions. Z or dash or period or... Okay, Z dash or period to basically rest, which allows you to recover health, reduce bleeding, and collect echoes. X to examine mode, which lets you view different abilities. Once in examine mode, movement controls move examine target, and tab or shift tab rotate between invisible spirits. 1 to 3 to cast spells. 1 to 5 will select the echo to power it. I is basically view spell descriptions. E is for descriptions of collected echoes. R is for review scroll inventory. P is for show measure log. Question mark for show help menu. So good, there's a help menu. Escape to escape. Enter to basically once you clear a floor by closing all the rifts. Recover health, pick up all remaining scrolls, and proceed to the next floor. Potential helpful lists. So characters, scrolls. Oh, this is like a breakdown. So characters. Cleric. Recover from harm and bleeding every turn, not just from resting. They have Ura, Beam, and Nova. So hit adjacent diagonal adjacent spirits. Beam basically hits all the spirits in a straight line. Nova basically hits all spirits in a line. You get the Mage. Spirit damaged by their spells are stunned by 2 turns instead of 1. They get stunned longer as cool. Witch. Discovered the location of all risks when entering a floor, so Witch basically have like clairvoyance. Bolt, Blast, Cascade. So Witch is basically good if you want to basically get to where you need to go. Here's scrolls, basically got recovery, escape, attunement, and dismissal. You got curses here. So deadly takes harm equal to the spell cost. Painful takes pain equal to the spell cost. Bloody basically takes a bleed. Hungry basically also drains the spell cost from other echoes. Unstable triples the duration cost of all spells. Resonate. The number of turns before a spirit fully manifests is reduced by the spell cost for a spirit saved by a spell. Second curse, harm, pain, bleed, decay, and flaw. So you got spirits here. So here's the spirits that can basically fight. We have the Deathly Shade. Can't attack you when adjacent to inflict 6 harm. Ectoplasmic Blob. Does not block your movement. Explodes upon colliding with you. Inflicts 4 harm. Upon exploding or being banished, spawns 2 partially manifested ectoplasm blobs in adjacent tiles. So very dangerous. Flayed Ghost. Inflicts 1 pain if you're within last sight. Prevents pain from being removed at the end of a turn. Feral Shade inflicts 1 harm, so to you if you're within 3 tiles. Can't attack you when adjacent to inflict 2 harm. The Spectre, upon fully messing, will inflict 4 harm. Can attack you when adjacent to him. Tainted Blood. Only found in walls. Cannot move. Inflicts 2 bleed if you are adjacent. When hit by your spells, inflicts 1 bleed and spawns a partially manifested Tainted Blood on a wall somewhere in the same room. Vampire Spirit. Can attack you when adjacent to inflict 2 harms. Recover from up to 2 harm when attacking you. Hints. Don't explore without collecting echoes first. Spells will reveal any map tiles when hit or travel through, blah blah. Alright, so there's lots of hints here, but I really have to basically play this game to see what it's all about. Note this is a browser-based game, and I did there's a download for it, but note the download is basically this right here. So we're essentially playing HTML type of file like this anyway, so it's meh. What's the point of downloading it then? So let's just run the game here. Alright, so we got help. So basically it's a repeat of everything right here you had before. Is a map legend though. So the at is basically the player character. Ed to Z is basically partially manifested spirits. Capital A to Z is basically fully manifested spirits. Rifts are rifts, magical scrolls, walls, doors, and floors. It's a new game. Alright, so basically get your free guys here. I think the cleric might be the best because he basically has recovery from, which is nice. But let's go with the witch. So you enter the house, the door slams shut behind you. Okay, note that the numpad doesn't do anything. Though I can apparently see where these basically are, so that's good. So there's a vampire spirit. It's basically a capital V, so it's ready to basically hit me there. Let's go with bolt. I don't have any echoes to power your spell. So I don't have any okay. I have to press escape first. I can't cast anything as I don't have any echoes, so there's a Spectre. There's Tainted Blood. So the Spectre inflicts 4 harm as a fully manifest. So basically it was a smaller S, then it became a capital S. That spirit looks distressingly solid. But we note that the spirits basically go through walls. So they aren't held back by that. So he inflicts 2 harm on me, that guy. Alright, I seal a rift. So we know how to seal rifts basically. There's an eye. So we'll be banished to inflict 5 harm. There's a vampire, and there's an infernal shade. So this guy inflicts 1 harm from within 3 tiles. Can attack you, inflict 2 harm. So basically this guy will hurt me if he's nearby. This guy is heals and basically hits me. This guy inflicts damage when he basically manifests. So alright, so how do you basically collect the echoes then as a thing? That's probably the thing I'm sort of missing here. You can power your spells by drawing upon the house's echoes over energy, but doing so is not a risk. So I'll note that I'm sort of wondering where the echoes basically are. That's my first thing, how do I basically get an echo? What is it basically? So is it denoted by something? That causes 1 harm to me. Well, we're basically dead here, by the way, so what am I being called here? Well, I went for a full 10 minutes with that first recording. That was about, about an hour ago, but whatever. Alright, so. Rust recovers health, reduces bleed, and collects echoes. I wonder if Rusting's what I basically have to sort of aim to basically do here, so. Let's try a new game. I'm gonna be a mage this time. So we basically saw basically as you saw how the risks basically are, basically randomly scattered around. They could be anywhere. So we're gonna gather echoes. So basically it's you have to sort of rest first, basically gather echoes. So there we go. We got basically 5 echoes I can basically make use of to do stuff with. Oh, look at that! We found it right away. I steal 1 rift. Note these guys apparently are very good at chase me here, so that's something to watch out for. But whatever. So we'll be banished to basically inflict 5 harm. We'll be fully manifested in 2 turns. Can be switch places when moving into it. And stable spirit draining life from the living. Alright, so. I have some spells here. So I can basically hit 1 adjacent spirit for inflict 5 harm. Burst, basically cost 3 echoes duration. Inflicts 4 harm. Hits the closest target in direction all spirits within 2 tiles. Barrage, costs 5 echoes. Inflict 3 harm. Inflicts, hits all pierce in a 3-degree arc. So I think what I want to basically do here is get close to this guy. Okay, he's basically right on top of me now, and we're gonna touch him. We're gonna go with this one. Alright, so you cast touch, hitting 1 spirit and banishing 1. So basically there's how the sort of echoes basically work. They usually have to basically rust basically pick them up first and they can use them. Alright, so we got to resonate here. So because I said this open, we basically go down here to see what this cursor are all about. So resonate. The number of turns before a spirit fully manifests is reduced by the spell cost for spirits hit by the spell. So this makes them come back a lot faster. Alright. And it's got another thing as well, so we don't know what the second thing basically does, but oh well. That looks to be the way to the next floor. So I guess there's a cooldown and we can use it again after it's done. An echo fades into nothingness. So I guess you can only use echo so much. Oh, you can actually see how long it's going to be before they they manifest basically. So this guy's going to harm me if I'm basically close to him. Alright, so we're going to get close to this guy, and we'll try blasting him again with a touch. So let's go with free. That is bloody. Ooh, I caused myself to bleed. Alright, so you cast touch, hitting 1 spirit. The echo inflicts 2 bleed on you. The echo causes a spell to fail to harm 1 spirit. So I guess bloody is bad, or flaw. Okay, so bloody flaw. Flaw. Chance per spirit hit to fail to deal damage or harm or stun. So flaw is basically bad because basically it does that. Bloody makes it you take bleed equal to the spell cost. So I'm both bleeding and failing with a spell here, so that's not good. Let's try to touch with a different one. There's hungry flaw. Wow, I failed to fail again. Now I got hungry. So hungry makes me also drains the spell cost from other echoes. So now the other echoes basically are decreasing, I guess. Okay, let's start touching again. We'll go with unstable flaw. Why is everything flawed? So unstable basically makes it so, like, triples the duration cost of a spell. We'll try and go with Pain. Okay, so we got rid of it that time. So Pain basically makes it do what? Chance per spirit hit for you to take 2 pain. So basically a chance to take pain. I don't see any pain thing here, but well, that's fine. Okay, there goes the bleed, by the way, but we're kind of hurt here. Acquire a scroll of attunement. Okay, I found myself a scroll. So, what does scrolls basically do for me? Well, let's just read this scroll, because why not? We're testing stuff. So, grants 1 Uncursed Echo, which has no negative side effects when used. Okay. I'm not going to use that right now, but whatever. Alright, regardless of the vampire spirit basically coming into me, so... Alright, so this spirit, guy's right here. We're just going to touch him again, so... Hit down. Deadly and Bleed. So what does Deadly and Bleed do for me? So, Deadly. Take harm equal to the spell cost. So, I harm myself there a little bit. So I inflict 2 harm on myself. And because, like, it's bleeding, we're, like, we're basically bleeding for a little bit, so... Okay, so I stop the bleed. That guy's in a really bad spot, but whatever. So, no point when I basically, like, sit, like, and, like, wait, I can actually, like, heal up a little bit, so... Seems like a good way to basically get my health back. There's the ectoplasm doing its thing. A Deathly Shade. So... Spirits, the Deathly Shade. Can attack you when adjacent to inflict 6 harm. So that'll hurt a lot. If he gets close. But I can get close to him, and then we'll touch him. Okay, so I use Resonate and Flaw, because why not? Okay, so let's try another one. We'll go with 2. And we're going to select a direction. Up, that'll work. And power it with 2. Okay, so I harm myself there, but I banish this guy. Two echoes fading in nothingness, that's fine. Let's get a couple more echoes back. So the Tainted Blood. How do I basically deal with you? So, only found on walls, cannot move, inflicts 2 bleed if you are adjacent. When hit by your spells, inflicts 1 bleed, and spawns partially manifested blood onto somewhere else. So, it's probably best just to leave these guys alone. So I'll walk by them and, like, that'll be it. There's a lot of stuff basically around me here. I don't like the fact that the ectoplasm blob is right there as well, so... Let's go Burst. Yeah, no, that's fine. Burst, and we'll go with 1. So, that caused him to explode, maybe? Also caught myself a bleed there, because it's basically like dead and bleedly, but, whatever. And yeah, just to throw it out there. So, Burst, cost-free Echo, hits the closest target in a direction, and all spirits within 2 tiles of that target, so... I'm hitting everybody with, like, a spell here is a thing. So, let's just do this again. And we're just going to go with, Painful. You're no longer in pain. So painful, take pain equal to spell cost. Pain temporarily reduces current health. So pain reduced my health, but I don't know how that basically worked, but whatever. That's fine. Let's go with burst again. We'll go down and let's go free. So that's unstable and harm. Let's touch this guy, get rid of him. So touch. So I think that caused like this number to change. I'm not really sure how it basically works. Okay, the bleed is basically gone. There's that flake ghost doing its thing. Okay, so this guy's getting annoying until they kill him, so touch. Alright, so unstable and harm, but whatever. He's gone. Let's rest up. There's a Spectre. Alright, so Spectres, what do you do? Upon fully manifesting, inflicts 4 harm. So these guys will hurt me if I basically, like, you know, manifest. And definitely shade. Yeah, I'm just gonna hurt, because they're all over the place, but whatever. Touch. Up. Boom. So, it took some damage from the shade, as well as, like, you know, Zar guy, that's fine. Touch. You. Oof! So, the Echo basically hurt me, and, like, this guy hurt me as well, I think, so I hurt. Touch. Hungry. Okay, we got rid of him. Let's heal up a little bit. Nope, but these are guys who are going to respawn whenever I, like, you know, kill them, so... It's not like I'm getting rid of them. Here's the Infernal Shade again. There's Resonant again. There's that Flake Ghost. The good news, by the way, is I can actually get rid of these guys if, like, you know, they get close enough to me. Alright, so the Flake Ghost is now active. What does he do? So, inflicts 1 pain if you're in last sight, prevents pain from being removed at the end of turn. So I'm going to be pained by this guy. So there's pain basically, like, you know, appearing. Touch. You're gone. That's flat, by the way, so that's annoying. We're gonna rest here for a moment. This might kill me, but I have to try and kill this guy with something, so... Touch. Now, luckily the pain can't kill me, but, you know, that, like, Spectre will when it manifests, so... Oh, my health went back up somehow. Okay. Getting closer. There's the ectoplasmic blob getting closer. Okay, that's fine. We kill this guy with you. We're gonna touch you. Where'd that vampire come from? By the way, it seems like the ectoplasm is pretty slow. So one, like, benefit I basically have against them is the fact that, like, you know, can probably outrun him. And I'm bleeding. Okay, you need to die, so... Oof, the definitely shade hits me for 6 damage. Ouch. Alright, let's try again with this one. It's painful. I'm guessing like the rift must be just above me here, so... Okay, what's this decay do? That's new. So decay. Take harm equal to the spell cost. So basically harm myself for a little bit of damage there, it's fine. You get close enough to me to attack, so... Let's go review you. Ow and ow, but whatever. Touch. There's bloody and pain. And it's stable in something. So, I'm not I can't really see this guy, but somehow I'm able to, like, see him. I'm guessing that the rift must be up here. That they, find, so... Touch. There's bleed again. Dope, this guy's basically active, so let's take him out. There's resident in pain. I'm not sure what the point of, like, the pain basically spell basically is, because I'm no longer basically in pain after, so... Touch, and just take him again. There's the ectoplasm blob. Okay, so it's fast enough to start trying to catch up to me. Okay, let's burst. Burst you again, so... There's deadly and harm. Ouch. Heal up and wait for this guy to get closer. Smack, he's gone. Oh, resident and flaw, so it's gonna fail. I wonder like if the flaw would be like magically, to fail this if I basically have like more spell space to cast, but I'm using touch with basically a single target like attack, so click one pain. Okay, down goes that guy. Hello, Vampire Spirit. Goodbye, Vampire Spirit. Blast this guy. The one thing I'm sort of like taking away from this game is I'm not really sort of understanding like the point of like, it's not like these extra things here, like, harm and pain and stuff like that. I seem to be just doing just fine, sort of just blending around here, so to speak, so... Oh, let's use Hungry, because why not? Ow. Oh! There goes all my, like, spells at once. Nice and close. Let's go. Poop. Poop. Alright, so I get the idea, like, this 8 basically represents the fact that, like, the more cost basically this has, the more, like, this, like, echo is, like, taken away from. Not really sure what these stats over here really mean, though. Oh, I'm bleeding right now, so let's not bleed. Definitely shake is close. Ow. I want to try and clear a floor here, but It's taking forever to like, to do stuff here. We got definitely shade like below, this guy above. Oh, vampire spirit. Bye bye. Ouch, I just walked right into that guy. And I just got bleeding. Hey, there we go. So we'll try and get this rift real fast. Alright, so we sealed this rift. And we'll go boop and boop. I doubt there's another, like, thing real close, so I bet we're just have to go, like, to like the left now. Now, this is like something to note by the way, because there's only one place for enemies to spawn from, they're all going to spawn from the same place. So I wonder like they're saying like, balancing to like, prevent players from getting overwhelmed by like, a bunch of monsters basically popping in from like, one location constantly. So let's go boop. And then we'll go boop. There's a scroll recovery. Scroll of dismissal. Ow. Hello, Flake Ghost. Bye-bye, Flake Ghost. Yeah, note that there's basically like all these guys now like next to this like, things popping in. That I have to like deal with all at once. Whoops, I hit the wrong thing there. I have to get rid of his bleed a little bit. Which of course gives him all a chance to get like, back in my face here, but whatever. But they're constantly gonna keep spawning from like, this position here, so there we go. Okay, so seal the rift. You seal the rift, you have cleansed the floor. Press the enter to take remaining scrolls in advance. So hooray! Alright, so advance to the next floor. So let's touch you. Painful and bleed, that's fine. So it seems like a fairly straightforward like romp where you like, just balance out like these like curses from like the house to like, combat the evil foes that are basically here. Let's take some pain. But yeah, I think like the major like weakness here is the fact is there like any sort of like method to sort of stop one rift from being like like spawn like tons of stuff basically like to deal with all at once. I'm not really sure there is. Which means when like you have a rift to like close, and like it's the last one, everything's gonna be spawned from that one rift. So here's my scrolls by the way at this point. So Scroll dismissal. Banish any spirits from the last site which are not yet fully manifested. Recovery, fully recovers your health, cures bleeding, and removes pain. Scrolls attunement grants one incurs echo, which has no negative side effects when used. So attunement is basically giving you like a something that won't kill you, basically to like as a mass source. Hello. These specters are gonna be annoying real fast. Let's take those ones out. Two spirits to deal with here. 3 spirits to deal with here. Touch, touch, and touch. I get the feeling that there's possibly like a rift basically close by. Yeah, right there. Makes sense. Alright, there we go. We basically closed this rift. I wonder how many rifts are basically on this floor. So, okay, I can actually see like up here. There's actually one of 3. So we closed 1 rift. Okay, I don't want these guys doing anything, so let's use a scroll here to get rid of them. So, okay, we partially banished 2 manifested spirits there. Ow. Actually, it's the wrong, curse there or echo, but whatever. Unstable and decay. Hello. Let's do this. Boop. And boop. You're done. Let's go like this, and we'll go burst and burst them into something else. There are so many blobs out and about here. Get rid of them. Oh, I got a rusted flaw. And of course, these guys explode on me, doing 4 harm. This is where like the wish is useful, I guess, to find out, but So I know that touching is useful to get rid of like 1 unit, but if there's like tons of stuff around you, it's like really difficult. So I might die here in a moment because there's so much stuff basically to kill. Use a scroll. And of course the flare ghost is paying me a little bit. Flaw. Because why not? Let's go touch. Bloody. Touch. Bloody. Touch. Tutty. Okay, I'm not dead yet. So this guy came from this direction over here, so maybe it's like, up here, like another, like, another one basically to worry about. Oh yeah, note that Hungry's really bad because basically making everything like go away now, so. Well, there's another Hungry, because why not? I'm gonna get exploded on, because why not? Inflicts more pain on me, this guy. Here goes the pain. These blobs are really annoying, by the way, because they're really hard to get rid of unless, like, I guess you, like, use higher, like, power, like, echoes. Let's try burst this way. That's just flawed, so it's not going to do anything to him, of course. That's deadly. See, that's useful, by the way, I can actually see like what this does. So take harm equals to the spell cost, so it makes me harm myself when I basically use it. Hungry and harm. Well, that's fine. Oh, that guy's gonna hurt me if I basically let him see me. Ow. Oh, I'm dead. Alright, well, I think I basically got a good gist what this game's basically all about. You basically have to use, like, your like, spirits here, like, your mana source basically do stuff. I think, like, the only, like, major issues, like, this flaw one, because, like, when you roll a flaw, it makes it, like, really, really difficult to sort of, like, it just, like, makes it, like, a useless echo you can't really use. But, other than that, like, I like the idea. So, it's interesting. So, good on ya. Alright, hope you guys basically enjoyed it, and take care.